Anyway, what is going on, everybody? 2Bob29 back in the lounge yet again. Make sure to kick back, relax, and grab some snacks because it's time for another blog read. That is right, y'all. Today we got the Stone Cold Steve Austin Invitational Showdown Champions. Shout out Gerson because he is in the chat. Much love, G. Welcome to the Steve Austin Invitational. What? Where you can earn his shards and milestones and his new poster on the prize wall. What? Enjoy the notoriety milestones and powerful offensive and defensive buffs for selected eras, stables, and classes. Got some new notoriety milestones highlighted here. What does it say? Earn solo contest points in the Showdown notoriety milestones. Reach higher notoriety ranks for more points and climb up the Showdown tournament leaderboard for more. Okay. As always, please note everything is subject to change. Screenshots from a test environment. All the items may be subject to change. Parts of the contest might still be a work in progress. So as always, check in-game for the most up-to-date numbers and items once the contest has started. That will be your most up-to-date information. The schedule that we got today for this weekend. The Steve Austin Invitational Showdown Contest will begin on the 16th at Reset and end on the 19th at Reset. The Premium Showdown, 24 hours only, will begin on the 16th at Reset as well and end 30 minutes before the Reset on 17th. I feel like this should be limited, change to 23 and a half hours instead of 24. That's just the me thing. Anyway, the regular showdown will start on the 17th at Reset and end on the 18th, 4 hours after Reset. Please note the regular showdown showcase starts on Saturday. Everyone who got Steve Austin, the Alliance, early can benefit from the extra rewards in the Premium Showdown tournament that runs only on Friday. And as always, that showdown contains no contest points, so it is a bonus contest. You do not lose any progress on your solo if you don't have them bright and early. As always, make sure to join the Prestige Pass. If you are in the Prestige Pass, enjoy an exclusive Prestige drop this weekend. Join the club and claim it for free. The reward highlights. Maybe I can get this all in one screenshot. Hey, I can. Beautiful. Look at that. The reward highlights for this weekend are as follows. The WCW Austin for the Alliance. 450 shards in the solo milestones, 100 more in the showdown contest, and 50 in the faction contest. And that there will be an additional 400 in the premium section, 300 in the solo milestones there in the premium, and 100 in offers in the premium. For those of you that are still chasing the corporation big boss man, you can get 90 of his shards in the solo milestones, 40 more in the premium solo milestones, and 20 more in the offers. The May Madness prize wall. Is this the Madness? I thought this was the Invitational. Maybe I'm wrong here. Anyway, collect medallions throughout the contest for awesome rewards. The featured is a 6-star bronze Alliance Austin, 39,000 in the Invitational Solo Contest, 22,600 additional from bonus rewards at WWEChampions.com, and 3,000 in the Showdown competition, and more during this weekend. And ho ho ho! That's a Motu Austin right there at 6-star bronze. It doesn't have any notes about it, just, there you go. Unpredictable? That was unpredictable. Click here for some more prize wall items. All right. There's going to be a lot to fit on the prize wall here. So we got shards of the following characters. Last time is now Cena, voice of the voiceless, CM Punk. We got Penta Era Penta, Special Edition Chain Gang, and Hustle, Loyalty, and Respect Cena's as well. Big Papa Pump shards, the best there ever will be, Brett shards, Hall of Fame Kurt Angle shards, Dirty Dom and Twisted Bliss both get some shards as well. We also got Tama Tonga and JD McDonough, so a lot of A-tier chases in recent history there. We're also going to have an Ultimate Steve Austin the Alliance strap with up to 150% gem or move damage, tier 6 metal, star fragments, tokens, and coins. So, pretty solid prize wall. The solo contest. Oh, whoops, didn't mean to do all that. Recruit Steve Austin, the Alliance, to access an exclusive limited time tour this weekend. Earn more solo points in Showdown Tournament notoriety milestones. The max milestone is 15 million points. The reward highlights for the solo contest: 750 Steve Austin, the Alliance shards, 130 Big Boss Man Corporation shards, and 39,000 prize wall medallions. So some pretty solid rewards there. There are more Steve Austin Invitational medallions on the leaderboard, and the top 10 ranks can earn up to a 6-star gold Steve Austin the Alliance. Ooh la la. The Premium Showdown, 24 hours only. Again, this is your bonus showdown, y'all. Remember that one. The reach and maintain your position in the Undisputed Champion division to earn up to 6,700 additional prize wall medallions. Earn more medallions by winning additional showdown battles. So it looks like there's a lot of prize wall in the premium section tonight. Let's go ahead and get all this on one page here. Boom. All right, so on the offensive slot number 1 for all divisions, it is none and none. Defensive slot 1 is Attitude Era and none. When you get to the Universal Champion Division Plus is when you have to use Steve Austin the Alliance and then fight an Attitude Era. This looks new to me. I'm just now seeing this blog, so maybe this is wrong. I have zero clue. But typically they the weekend is like the premium character for the showdown. So I don't know what's going on with this, but hey, maybe we could all get in on the premium for a little early fight here and there. You know, who knows? Who knows? The regular showdown showcase starts on Saturday and contains solo contest points. Hold on, let's get all this on one screenshot too. Use in offense Steve Austin the Alliance. The bonus will be up to 50% gem damage for all gems in higher leagues. Use Steve Austin the Alliance in your offense and benefit from the offensive buff. For defense, if you have Austin the Alliance, you can reduce your opponent's MP up to 4 MP in higher leagues and use Steve Austin the Alliance in your defense and benefit from his defensive buff. So this kind of looks interesting, right? All right. Who knows? Maybe we all get to kind of try out the Premium Showdown this weekend. Who knows? All right, let's get all this going on. The Showdown competition starts on Saturday. Get a guaranteed poster of brand new Steve Austin the Alliance in the top 3 Showdown tournament leaderboard. Steve Austin Invitational medallions in the competition leaderboard. The max milestone is 400,000. Wait a minute. 400,000 reminds me of the other super awesome WrestleMania Showdown event that we had. Is this similar? Let's find out together. Reward highlights, these stretch milestones, 6 Steve Austin Invitational Showdown chests. We will get 4.2 million solo contest points, 3,000 prize wall medallions, and 100 the Alliance Steve Austin shards. The top 800 leaderboard ranks can earn up to 5,000 Steve Austin Invitational medallions and up to 700,000 Steve Austin Invitational solo contest points in the Showdown leaderboard. So looks like we're getting some prize wall as well as some solo in the leaderboard. So not too shabby. Oh boy, this is going to be brutal for our colorblind folks out there. But all right, useful in offense and the offensive buffs that you will get. So if you use an Attitude Era character, you can get up to 75% yellow gem damage. If you use a Trickster, you can get +4 trap gem generation. If you use a WCW character, you can get up to 50% all gem damage. And if you use a Raw character, you can get up to 100% health. Interesting. So like Attitude, Trickster, WCW, you know, Trickster Ray. Use any of these eras in your offense and benefit from their offensive buffs. All right, pretty cool. Let's check out the defensive ones. Boom. Use in defense, an Attitude Era will reduce opponent's MP up to 4 MP. New Gen Era will reduce opponent's gem defense up to 50% in higher leagues. Have we ever had a reduce defense? That's interesting. Reduction in armor. And then Raw will also be up to 100% health in higher leagues. Use any of these eras in defense and benefit from their defensive buffs. Okay, this is pretty interesting so far. All right, and we got a lot of tasks to go through. So, break 1 black gem in Showdown. You can do that 200 times. You'll get 60 points each gem that you break. Break 1 trap gem. Limit 200, 60 points apiece. Deal 1,250 damage with any Steve Austin. 12,000 is the limit. You get 1 point every time that you do it. 1250 damage with any Attitude Era superstar, any Raw brand superstar, any WCW superstar. All of those, again, limit 12,000, 1 point every time that you do 1250 damage. Let's go ahead and scroll down. There's a lot of bonus tasks. Goodness. Deal 13,500 damage with any Steve Austin bonus. You could do that 10,000 times for 1 point apiece. 13,500 with any Attitude, any Raw, any WCW. Those are all 10,000, limit 1 point apiece. And then we have 15,000 damage with Nation of Domination, The Rock, limit 10k, 1 point apiece. And Last Time Is Now Cena, limit 10k, 1 point apiece. Oh, hold on, we have a couple more down here. Jeez Louise. Goodness. If y'all were looking for some Showdown tasks, boy, do I got the event for you. 15,000 Bionic Redneck damage for limit 10,000, 1 point apiece. Also, you can win a Showdown battle with Steve Austin, the Alliance, in Universal Champion Division or higher. You can only do that once, but it is worth 10,000 points. And then for the grinding component, anytime that you win with a Trickster, you'll get 350 points, no limit. When you win with Steve Austin, the Alliance, 1,500 points, no limit. And with Big Boss Man, the Corporation, is 1,000 points, no limit. So, whew, that was a lot. All right. The faction competition. Earn some Steve Austin prize all medallions from tours, solo contests, and the Showdown competition. The max milestone for the faction competition is 12 million points. The reward highlights are as follows: 2 million solo contest points, 50 Austin the Alliance shards, 100 Austin prize wall medallions, and earn up to 6,500 additional prize wall medallions on the faction competition leaderboard. Now let's check out the faction tasks. So, collect a prize wall medallion. It is worth 2 times the amount of points on the first 24 hours, so this will only run 24 hours. Each prize wall medallion is worth 10, and then afterwards, each prize wall medallion is worth 10 more. So day 1, each prize wall medallion is worth 20. After the first 24 hours, they're only worth 10. Break 1 red gem. 60,000 red gems need to be broken for the faction, 20 points apiece. 1 trap gem. 25,000 trap gems need to be broken, 70 points apiece. And 1 blast gem. 25,000 of those also need to be broken at 70 points apiece. And as always, you're allowed to spend 1 health pack, up to 100,000 health packs for the faction, 1 point per health pack. So pretty straightforward there. The limited time tours. Play tours and earn contest points and recruit Austin for massive extra prize wall medallions and shards. The reward highlights are 1,000 prize wall medallions, including 10,000 more in the What Tour, 3,853,000 solo contest points, and 37,000 faction competition points. Let's check out the tours. Oh boy, here we go. Now I know why everyone wanted me on board. I need me a drink to read all these CSS on the tours again. On Friday, the early recruitment 24-hour tour. It requires, obviously, the Alliance, Steve Austin. Also on Friday, the inaugural Brawl. Say that one 3 times fast. It is an Attitude Era requirement. The CSS is the Bionic Redneck Austin 316 or the Ministry of Darkness Undertaker. Also on Friday, we have the Challenge Tour going live. Normal requires any Steve Austin. Hard requires any WCW. Hell requires any Attitude Era. For normal, the CSS will be Austin 316, Bionic Redneck, Hall of Fame, or the Alliance. So for hard, which is WCW, the CSS is any Acro, Showboat, or Powerhouse. So any Acro, WCW, Showboat, WCW, or Powerhouse WCW will work. And then for Hell mode, any Attitude Era, any Trickster, so any Trickster Attitude will suffice there. Friday, just flat out the You Suck Tour. It's a little mean. Any Kurt Angle will be your CSS there. And also on Friday, the ECW Tour. Shout out there. Any RVD, Devon Dudley, Get the Tables, and Bubba Ray Dudley, Get the Tables are your CSS there. We also have on Friday the Women's Invasion Tour. Tori Wilson, Stacy Keebler, and Trish Stratus will be your CSS there. Specifically Miss Keebler, Stacy, and Canadian Icon Trish, not any. And then on Saturday, we have the Disciple Tour. Any Attitude Era will suffice. However, the Disciple Brutus Beefcake will be your CSS. You shouldn't have any issues winning with him. He is awesome. On Saturday, also, we have the Powerhouse of Attitude Tour. Any powerhouse is the requirement. Bionic Redneck, Austin, Farouk the Acolytes, and Earthquake the Natural Disasters will be your CSS for that Saturday tour. And on the Sunday tours, we have the WCW Tour. Vader Time, Vader will be the CSS. Big Papa Pump, also a CSS. And Stunning Steve Austin is your third CSS for that tour. Monday, Raw on Sunday, which is a Raw requirement. OTC Roman Reigns is a CSS. Dirty Dominic Mysterio. The End is Near, Karrion Kross. And the must-see superstar Miz. All of them are your CSS. And on Sunday, it requires the brand new Alliance Stone Cold Steve Austin. And you can get him at 6-star for the CSS on that tour. Whew. All right. Now, for the final part, get an extra chance at a 5-star gold Steve Austin the Alliance in the forum giveaway. Join the WWE Champions community on the official forum and give your constructive feedback on the contest for a chance to win the brand new weekend character at the new rarity of 5-star gold. And this one is the Alliance Stone Cold Steve Austin. So I'm going to go ahead and like this post. Typically, this is when I would ask what my streaming partner's feeling about this, but I don't have a streaming partner today because this was all kind of thrown together last minute. So I'm liking it. Looks really interesting. Curious if we can get some insight into the premium showdown. Maybe we all get to kind of dip our toes in the water on Friday with a little bit of showdown. Who knows? It's looking like an interesting weekend. Looking pretty doable. Looking fun. Reminded me a lot of the Mania Showdown weekend. So very excited with that. But enough of my rambling for the YouTube video because I have been recording all of this, obviously. That's going to be it for this one on the video recording. So until next time, y'all, have a good one.